Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Libra Sun and Sagittarius Moon in a natal chart. I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. What I'm talking about is having that Sun-Moon combination in the natal chart, a Libra Sun and Sagittarius Moon. Now, first off, in the basic character, which is the Sun being in Libra can be very charming, diplomatic, tactful, equitable, sociable, refined, and peaceful. Now, on the unconscious side, which is the moon, the sun is the conscious side of the person, the moon represents the unconscious side. And on the unconscious side of the person with the moon being in Sagittarius can be very expansive, optimistic, outdoorsy, adventurous, enthusiastic, and exuberant. And the thing about this combination, even though it's favorable and auspicious by sign, the thing about it is though, you have you still have some disparity in this energy, of course, because there are different signs. But when you're talking about Libra Sun, the basic character, fundamental character of a person, it could be very tactful and diplomatic, and try to choose their words carefully. But we have the Sagittarius moon. The moon is about our reactions and responses, and these can be ones that can be very blunt, tactless, and to the point where one may demoralize another. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Simon Cowell, the one that was on. Uh, he was host, in those America's Got Talent shows, or American. He was host of American Idol, and and he's a Libra Sun and Sagittarius Moon, if I'm not mistaken. And he gets, I've seen him critique, these contestants on the show, and it seems like if I'm correct, he does have a Sagittarius Moon. You may want to confer that on the internet, but I do believe he has a Sag Moon. I mean, he could be so blunt and tactless, to the point where it can, it's like sounds very derogatory to the point where it can really demean and demoralize someone. So you really, this person, naturally is not going to be as tactful and diplomatic as the typical Libra Sun, because the Sagittarius Moon is blended in. But anyway, now this person may bring that Libra people appeasing nature, into something Sagittarius related, such as sports, publishing, advertising, adventure, exploration, college teaching, or theology. Now, the sun is about our basic wants, and the Libra sun wants to collaborate with others on projects and endeavors. They want intellectual sociability, want to bounce ideas off others. And the Sagittarius moon, the moon is about our emotional needs. And the Sagittarius moon needs to expand horizons, travel abroad, need global communications, adventure, the outdoors, as some examples. Now, the true self, which is the sun, and in this case, the sun being in Libra, again, can be diplomatic, persuasive, and cooperative. And you have the inner self, which is the moon. In this case, the moon being in Sagittarius, can be jovial, jocular, positive, enthusiastic. Uh, the sun in astrology is about our drive and motivation. And this person, may be driven and motivated, which is the sun, to seek justice, which is Libra. And having the Sagittarius moon, feeling more optimistic, exuberant, and jovial. Excuse me. And now this could be more harmonious. If this is if this makes a sextile aspect in one's chart. Well, for example, if the Libra sun is at 14 degrees and Sagittarius moon is at 16 degrees, that would form a sextile aspect. Sextile aspect, in astrology is 60 degrees, and I use a 10-degree orb on it. The sextile aspect is auspicious and favorable. But with this, the sun, and it could be a good blending, because Libra Sun, they want, to seek justice. They want to, they want to do things that are connected, as far as the law goes, and having justice with that. And a Sagittarius moon, needs veracity, the truth, and to do things by according to the law. And so it is it's a very good, combination, especially if it is, if you have the sextile aspect, could be a good blending of this energy. And I could see this person being like the quintessential, lawyer or attorney, for that reason, because Libra and Sagittarius both have a connection with the law, because Libra is connected with things that are, legal, legalities, and you have, Sagittarius is associated with the law. And anyway, now the sun in astrology is connected with the biological father. And having a Libra sun, the person's biological father may actually be a Libra sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. And Sagittarius moon, the moon represents the mother in astrology. And the person with the Sag moon, may have, the mother may actually be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And this is also about the perception of these people. With the sun being in Libra, the person may perceive the biological father as somebody that's tactful, diplomatic, refined, sociable, and equitable, but may also see the biological father is someone that's ambivalent, indecisive, may seek peace at all costs, and trying too hard just to appease others, and maybe not even thinking about themselves that much, as some examples. Now, with the Sagittarius moon, the person may perceive the mother as someone, that's very, you could say, adventurous, someone that's very, truthful, person that's jocular, jovial, optimistic, exuberant, but at the same time may perceive the mother as somebody that's very, blunt, tactless, self-righteous, even reckless, foolhardy, as some examples. And I mean, this is a good, as far as, being outgoing, positive, it's a good combination naturally, because you have in this case the sun and the moon both in masculine signs. So this is very, positive energy. And but of course, a lot of this can be, an outgoing too, because Libra sun is about intellectual sociability and socializing with others. Sagittarius moon, there's an unconscious need to have, or really, or emotional need to expand their horizons. This could be a person that could be very, expansive in the relationship department, and is constantly seeking, new people, to interact with. But a lot of this, can be modified, based on modifying influences in the chart and contraindicators. I mean, if you have a more introverted ascendant, as an example, say, Cancer or Pisces ascendant, the person may come across as a little bit more withdrawn and introverted, and especially on, first impression, than, this typical Libra Sun Sag Moon combination. Or let's say if there's a preponderance of planets on the bottom half of the chart, the person may be more private and reserved and introverted than the typical Libra Sun Sagittarius moon combination. So you got to really, just look at the whole chart on this. And also too, I mean, I would say, going back to, say if this, if you have the Libra Sun and Sag moon in sextile aspect, that would increase the propensity, I would say, of having the biological father and mother connected, during, in your life. And, it would decrease the chance, I would say, a little bit of a divorce or separation. But naturally, you got to look at other factors too, and I would say especially the synastry that would exist between the biological father and mother, to say, their compatibility, and it could indicate, maybe how long they may actually stay, with each other, and if their connection is good or not. But anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard say, stay well.